can't believe I'm saying this, but chapter 18, Penelope. And crew, we are back in port. We fucking finished it. Well fucking done for getting through this. Everyone who's managed it, everyone who started and thought I can't do it and just kept persevering and reading and reading and reading and reading and the 10 pages a night, we have fucking done it. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about this chapter. Again, it's another different style. Mainly, I think the refreshing thing about this chapter is we've heard from all these men throughout the entire book. And obviously, you know, you can just imagine that Bloom's, you know, traipsing up the stairs and getting into the bedroom and like taking his shoes and socks off, and in the bed there lies Molly. And as soon as we start this chapter, we just like enter into her thought process. And Joyce has written 8 sentences. There's a lot of writing, but all in 8 sentences, because this is like a stream of conscious thought narrative from Molly. While Blooms enters the bedroom, she hears him come in and she's like, her thoughts start, and immediately we jump and we go over to her thoughts. And I think what's brilliant about it is that it ends with a character that we've really hardly touched upon. Like, we've heard about Molly, we've seen Bloom's jealousy of Molly and Bloom's effect that Molly's had with her relationship with Boylan. But apart from that, we don't really hear much about Molly. Molly's just like a woman upstairs in the bedroom who like seems to be quite demanding of Bloom. You know, he brings her like breakfast in bed, and you know, sometimes I think that Molly's seems a little bit spoiled, and Bloom's a little bit under the thumb, and just like kind of, she, you know, goes like, she says jump and Bloom's like how high. But in this chapter we really get to know Molly a lot better, and we realise that shit, Joyce is just looking at this tiny speck of the world, and every single, like, I feel like this book is about the lives of, you know, Bloom and Stephen Dedalus, but you could write another book like as thick as this in as much detail that focuses on Molly's perspective, and then every other character in the book, and then us reading it, and it just makes you realise how fucking massive and wonderful life is. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed reading the book. It was a game changer for me. I've read a lot of books over the years, just so many, and this one, when I read it last year, just blew me out of the water, because I think it was as near as I've ever read to the human experience than anything I've ever come across before. I almost think if an alien landed on planet Earth and wanted to know what it was like to be a human being, you would have to get them to read Ulysses. It doesn't just talk about life, it is life, it becomes life, and I think that's really powerful in art, and I think this book is art. I've fucking said it all along. I said this book is art, this book is transformative, and I think Joyce has captured the magnificence of everyday life in this book. He's captured how we're all interconnected, and how fucking massive and grand the universe is. Just life itself, just being, just walking down the street, you know, just that street cleaner, you know, just that funeral cortege, just that, you know, buying some kidneys from a butcher's, buying a bar of lemon soap, you know, it's part of the epic journey of life. So yeah, I don't really know what to do. I can't really speak. I don't want to really speak, go into too much about the last chapter, Penelope. Like, read the Sparks notes if you're struggling, or look at Chris Rich's video, I'm just really in awe that we finished it, and I just want to say thanks. And really why I did this was to try and make reading books like this, trying it to be accessible to normal people. You know, you don't have to have a fucking degree to read Ulysses. You can, everyday normal people can read this book. It is only words, you know, and kind of its reputation precedes it. And I don't think it should, you know, like people are frightened of reading it. What's the worst that can happen, you know? You just really need to just hang on. And I do hope that like some of you might have changed your mind about what it was like, and just for the art, just experience it. And you know, it's like all modern art, you know, you can look at art and you can not enjoy it, not appreciate it, not get it, and other people can be blown away by it. But for me, this book is like art. It's, you know, it defines life. And fucking yeah, maybe let's have a party. Someone mentioned about people who'd made it through, like getting together online, so I don't know how to do that. Someone maybe could volunteer in the comments and volunteer to do like a Zoom party or something. I'd be up for that. For everyone who's finished it, to like talk about this fucking epic book. I don't think we'll ever do another guided reading in the Lovely Eggz book club. That's not what the book club's about. You know, I don't really give a shit about what you lot think about books, and I don't want you to give a shit what I think about books either. Books are kind of really personal, and it's boring to hear other people's interpretations of what they thought about the book. You know, fucking go and have a glass of wine and, you know, join the Ponzi book club if you want that. But I think we needed each other for this book because it's a really hard fucking book. So thank you for being on this fucking wonderful Odyssey, you fucking legends.